Welcome to the Old Time Radio Westerns. I'm your host, Andrew Rhynes, and I'm excited to bring you another episode absolutely free. This is one of over 80 episodes released monthly for your enjoyment. Now, let's get into this episode.
Fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. Faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver! Let's go, big fellow! Hi-Yo, Silver! Hi!
When the pioneers went west and settled towns and villages, crooks of every type soon followed. But no outlaw leader ever operated on a scale as large as that which was planned by John Merrick. Merrick looked like a prosperous businessman as he went from Washington by train and then by stagecoach to the Texas town where he met Boss Barton. Barton met the stagecoach and walked with Merrick to the hotel porch.
We'll sit right here for a few minutes and compare notes, Mr. Merrick.
Very well. Your letter told me very little, Barton.
I didn't want to put too much in writing. Did you get the backing and plenty of money for our project?
Yes, all the cash we need. Tell me about the man you lined up to handle our affairs in Mexico.
His name is Hernandez.
A Mexican?
Nope. He's from some other Central American country. He's always been a troublemaker, revolutionist. He's organized an army of renegades from both the States and Mexico.
How large an army?
About 300 men.
Well equipped?
No, sir. Mighty poorly equipped. But despite that, Mr. Merrick, Hernandez and his men have often resisted capture by Mexican soldiers.
How they do?
They know the hills. They attack and hide there. 100 men with good rifles in those hills could stand off thousands of soldiers, as long as they had food and ammunition.
Then if I see that Hernandez has plenty of rifles and money...
He'll seize and hold a small area of Mexico near the Rio Grande. He'll set up his own nation.
Can he hold it?
I'm sure of it. Mexico can't sell their whole army to clean out one small trouble spot.
Does Hernandez know my terms?
Yes, sir. He agrees to repay you for your backing by giving you exclusive mining rights in the hills.
It should be worth millions.
Many millions, Mr. Merrick. The hills are rich in gold and silver.
Then you think the risk is worthwhile?
Well, I don't see any great risk. There's only one man who might make trouble.
Who's he?
A masked man.
Mask? I'll not worry about a masked man. As long as he's not a government agent.
Have you ever heard of the Lone Ranger?
No.
That's what they call the masked man. I heard he's in this part of the country. And if so, he's probably heard something of the inquiries that I've been making about her now.
What of that?
Well, he doesn't like deals like ours. If he decides to work against us...
Let him. I'll not let one masked man block my plans. Now, where and when may I talk to Hernandez?
I'll take you to him. He's in the hills south of the border. You'll have to ride a horse.
Well, that's all right.
I'll find the horse for you, Merrick. We'll be ready to start in about a half hour.
The Lone Ranger and Tonto, to help their friend Captain Sancho of the Mexican Border Patrol, had been scouting the hills of Mexico in search of the hideout of Hernandez and his renegade army. Tonto had made the acquaintance of one member of the gang, through whom he learned not only the hideout, but also that Barton and an Easterner named Merrick were about to enter an alliance with the outlaw leader. Tonto was watching in the Texas town. When he saw Merrick arrive, he hurried to a nearby camp and told the Lone Ranger,
Are you sure the man from the east is Merrick, Tonto?
That's what Barton call him.
You were close enough to hear their conversation?
Me hear only part talk. Me hear Barton say him get horse for Merrick. Start out in half hour.
We'll follow them and see if they cross the border and head toward the mountain hideout of Hernandez.
The Lone Ranger and Tonto rode some distance behind Merrick and Barton across the border into Mexico. Then, when it was obvious that they were heading for Hernandez's hideout, the masked man and his Indian friend turned to the side and rode hard through the hills to get ahead of Barton and the men from Washington. The trail had become rugged. Merrick and Barton had slowed their horses to a walk.
Barton, do you think we'll have any trouble getting guns and ammunition across the border?
We can handle it if we can take care of Captain Sancho. He's the critter we'll have to get out of the way.
And who is Captain Sancho?
He's a Mexican soldier. Has about 100 men to patrol the border.
Can he be bribed?
Oh, not a chance.
We saw nothing of a border patrol when we crossed the Rio.
2 men on horseback is one thing, Mr. Merrick. A load of guns and ammunition is something different. You'll have to outmaneuver that border patrol when the rifles are to be taken across to Hernandez.
I see.
Well, from here, we better ride single file. The trail's getting narrow.
Very well.
I'll go ahead.
Come on. Get along there.
Barton led the way, and Merrick followed along a narrow uphill trail with rocks and dense underbrush on either side. Suddenly, a masked man stepped from behind a boulder. He held 2 guns to back his command.
Right up.
Hey, what the... Ho!
Hold it. He's masked.
There'll be no shooting unless you try to draw a gun.
No, I'll not draw. Don't shoot, mister.
Out here, Tonto. Keep them covered.
Me watch him.
Now, if this is a robbery...
Barton, I've been waiting for you and Merrick.
He knows us.
Dismount, both of you.
I'm doing as you say.
Watch them, Tonto. I'll disarm them. You first, Barton. Now you'll not be tempted to start trouble. You're next, Merrick.
I have no gun.
So I see. You may have something else I can use.
Well, if it's money you want,
No, I'll leave the money in your wallet. Oh, these papers.
They're no good to you.
They may give me more information about your activities. At least they'll be handy as a means of identification.
What do you know about my activities?
I don't know anything, Merrick, but I have a few suspicions. I think you're behind a plan that would damage relations between the United States and Mexico. I think you're counting on Hernandez to help. With these papers, I'll learn the truth.
What you do, Kimasabi?
I'll go to Hernandez. With these papers, you'll think I'm John Merrick. You'll tell me all I want to know.
No, wait, listen.
I wasn't talking to you, Merrick. Here's your wallet and the cash it holds. Take your horses, Tonto.
Me sabi.
You're not going to take our horses?
Yes.
Will you leave us stranded?
There's a village a few miles south. The walk will do you good.
I can't walk in country like this.
May as well make up your mind to it, Mr. Merrick.
Start now.
Just give me the horse. Please let me have the horse.
Get going, Merrick, or you'll walk without heels on your boots.
He means it, Merrick. Come on.
Somebody's going to pay for this. I'll make that masked man pay if it's the last thing I do.
Save your breath. You'll need it.
Tonto climbed to the top of a rock and watched to make sure Barton and Merrick kept moving south along a valley. Meanwhile, the Lone Ranger removed his mask and used grease paint to lighten his skin and hide his tanned outdoor complexion. He pulled his gun belt high and made some changes in the manner of wearing his clothes. He practiced a few steps as if high-heeled boots were unfamiliar. Tonto grinned.
You look, act Plenty like tenderfoot.
I hope Hernandez thinks I'm a tenderfoot. I want him to think I'm the man from Washington.
Well, maybe you're dangerous to go to Hernandez camp. Them fellers get horses in village. Then them go to Hernandez. Hernandez know Barton. Barton tell him you not Merrick.
I'm counting on that, Tonto. While I'm with Hernandez, you slip close to his headquarters and stay in hiding. When Barton and Merrick arrive, I'll make my escape. You'll be in a position to hear what's said after I've gone. We'll meet later in Captain Sancho's camp.
It's not easy to stay in hiding close to headquarters.
Well, you couldn't do it in daylight. We'll travel slowly, so we'll get there after dark.
Not give Barton more chance to get there.
We'll hope I have time to talk to Hernandez before he and Merrick arrive.
And what we do with extra horses?
Take them with us for a few miles, then turn them loose. You ready?
You ready? Easy, Scout. Easy, fella.
Come on,
Get him up, Scout. Get up, then. Get up.
Having previously located the hideout of the Hernandez gang, it was a simple matter, even in darkness, to ride to the shack that served as the leader's headquarters. Tonto had dropped behind and left Scout at ground hitch among trees. He moved on foot the rest of the distance and found a place near the office where he could crouch unseen. Inside the shack, the Lone Ranger waited while Hernandez read Merrick's credentials by the light of an oil lamp. Finally, the renegade looked up and said,
So you're Senor Merrick from Washington, eh? My friend, I would notice you even without these papers.
You would? Oh.
I can see you are not used to the clothing of the Westerner. You can barely stand on the high heels. And as for the guns, Senor, the way you wear them.
What's the matter with the way I wear them?
So high on the hip, Senor. But no matter.
I'll lower them.
You were to be brought here by a friend, or is he?
Barton was delayed on the trail. He'll arrive later.
How could you find a way without him?
He came part way. After I left him, it was easy to follow the path. Now let's get on to business, Hernandez.
Oh, si, Senor.
What's the proposition?
Senor Barton was to have told you.
You tell me. I want it direct.
First, I shall need money. Also rifles and ammunition to supply 1,000 men.
You haven't 1,000 men.
Not now, Senor, but later perhaps.
You've enlisted practically every renegade from both sides of the border. How many men have you?
300 at present.
Guns for 300 men would be more in line. How much money do you want?
$100,000 in gold.
It's a lot of money.
It is little for what you receive in exchange. You, Senor Merrick, should make many millions after I've seized this part of Mexico and set up a new republic.
Go on.
You, my friend, will have exclusive rights to take gold and silver from the hills.
So that's the proposition.
Madre mia.
Yeah, we were stopped on the trail. The logo.
Oh, you meant it, Barton.
The lamp. He's marching. Get a light.
Out of the way, Barton.
No! Stop him! He's dead away!
He said he was Merrick.
I'm Merrick. That was the Lone Ranger.
Ricardo, Pedro, call out the others. Get that man. Do not let him escape.
Hernandez wore a pistol, but he was too surprised to use it. It was a simple matter for the Lone Ranger to shoot out the only lamp and escape from the mountain hideout. He rode steadily through the darkness, pausing only once to wash the disguise from his face and put his mask in place. Finally, he reached a military camp near the border. He met his friend, Captain Sancho, and recounted his activities for the past few days. Sancho listened, then spoke angrily.
Hernandez, the pig. Twice I go with my men to the hills in search of him. Each time his men surprise us and drive us out. Because I failed, the general assigned me to patrol the border. I am discredited. I would give much to capture that gang.
I know it, Tonto. That's why I thought you'd be glad to know exactly where he's camped.
It is no good, amigo. Hernandez has 300 men. I have only 100.
But he has rifles for only half his men. Even those are not good rifles. Also, he's short of ammunition.
Rifles, senor. His can be no worse than those of my men. Ours were bought by our government after your own army was through it. As for our ammunition, half the time the cartridges do not fire.
Captain Sancho, I learned something else about Hernandez. Wait until you hear about his extensive plans.
the curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger adventure. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now, to continue. Captain Sancho, the head of the Border Patrol, waited expectantly for the Lone Ranger to tell what the renegade Hernandez was planning.
He plans to seize a part of Mexico and set up his own government.
What? Oh, but he cannot do it without much money and good weapons.
He's to receive both money and weapons. A man named Merrick is to supply them.
Name of a dog. Who is Merrick?
I'm sorry to say he's one of my countrymen. He hopes to become rich on the gold and silver in the land that Hernandez is to take.
Someone comes. The guards stop him.
Oh, it's Tonto.
Rodrigo! He's a friend. Let him come.
Here we are, Tonto. Tonto may have further information about Hernandez's plans.
Tonto! It's good to see you.
Easy, fella. Me glad to see you.
Have any trouble, Tonto?
No trouble. Me find good place to hide. Me climb to roof a house. Listen, the chimney.
What happened after I left?
Barton tell Hernandez, you not Merrick. Hernandez, plenty man for time. Then him calm down, talk.
Merrick agreed to provide money and rifles?
Him say him buy plenty new rifles. Buy plenty ammunition. Send them cross border in week.
New rifles, ammunition. Caramba! It's against the law to send these over the border. Oh, if I could capture them. Oh, but the border is so large, there are so many places to cross.
Tonto, did you learn where the rifles are to be brought across the border?
Well, Hernandez say him send scouts to keep watch on border patrol. In week, him send feller named Squint Rogers with maps.
Squint Rogers? I've seen his picture on handbills. He was in the States for murder.
Well, him take map to Barton and San Pedro Cafe. Map show where rifles cross over border.
I would give 10,000 pesos for a look at that map.
Sancho, we'll see what we can learn. Come on, Tonto. We're going back to the hills.
During the following week, the Lone Ranger and Tonto hid in the hills and kept a constant watch on the trail that led from the Hernandez hideout. They saw several men going in both directions, but didn't show themselves until Squint Rogers came along the downhill route.
Squint Rogers at last. I'll take off the mask.
Not wear mask?
Tie a bandana over my face. When Barton hears of this, I don't want him to know Rogers was stopped by the Lone Ranger. Now, hand me that old black hat, will you? Now, you stay here in hiding. I'll step out on the trail and fire a warning shot. Right up!
Hold there. Hold now. Hold your fire, mister. Don't shoot.
That was a warning shot. Now, quickly.
This a stick-up?
What's it look like? Keep your hands high.
You picked the wrong man to rob, mister. I'm carrying less than $10.
I'll find out for myself what you're carrying. Stand still.
You're welcome to search me all you want.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it's like a map.
That's nothing.
Might show where you found gold.
Well, you can see, mister, it's a section of the Rio Grande. There's no gold along the river.
What are you doing with this map?
I was only going to meet a pal who's crossing from Texas. He's going to join us.
Us?
Well,
Now, hold on. Are you one of Hernandez's men?
Well, yeah.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? I don't want trouble with Hernandez. Take your map and get going.
On the day the Lone Ranger stopped Squint Rogers in the hills, John Merrick finished a strenuous trip to several communities in the Southwest. He went to a cafe in the town of San Pedro on the American side of the border, where Bull Barton was waiting.
Well, Barton, you heard from Hernandez?
Not yet, Mr. Merrick. But we'll hear from him sometime today.
Isn't this the day he was to send the map showing where it will be safe to cross the border?
Yep. We're ready to move as soon as we get the word.
Did the rifles and ammunition arrive in good shape?
Fine shape. You sure kept the freight lines busy, Mr. Merrick. Nearly every freighter and stagecoach that came into San Pedro had a case or more of weapons aboard.
Well, I trust no one knows the case is held with them.
Nah, the freighters thought it was mining machine.
Good. Just as well not to arouse too much curiosity.
You must have known just where to buy this stuff.
I made sure of my sources of supply before I left Washington to meet Hernandez. I knew exactly what I could deliver. Where are the rifles?
They're loaded on wagons, hidden a few miles from town. Likewise, the horses. Wagons and horses are in charge of a man named Watson. He can be trusted.
Good.
Oh, there's our man. Who? Squint Rogers. He just came in. He sees us.
Right.
Hello, Rogers. Shake hands with Mr. Merrick.
Howdy, Mr. Merrick.
How do you do?
Sit down, Rogers.
Yeah.
You bring the map?
Yeah, I brought it. Doggone me didn't get here with it. Met a gunslinger. He figured I'd taken my cash.
Was he masked? Did he ride a white horse?
I didn't see his horse. I reckon he left it in the brush. He wore a bandana over the lower part of his face, but I didn't see any mask.
Well, how was he dressed?
Just a shirt and trousers, a battered old hat.
Battered old hat, you say?
Oh, yeah, black one. Why are you asking all these questions, Mr. Merrick?
Well, it doesn't matter as long as you're here with a map.
Did he take your cash, Squint?
Nah. He found out I was one of Hernandez's men. He let me go. I reckon lone wolf outlaws south of the border don't want to get Hernandez sore.
Where's the map?
Yeah, I got it right here. Now, it shows where Hernandez thinks it'll be safe to cross the border.
Uh-huh. Good. Then everything's set to go. I'll start the wagons rolling at midnight.
Merrick accompanied Bull Barton to the hidden camp where drivers and horses were waiting to move 6 loaded wagons. The march began at midnight, with Barton and Merrick riding in the first wagon and setting the route according to the map. Without incident, the wagons crossed the Rio Grande that marked the international boundary. Presently, Barton saw half a dozen horsemen on the trail ahead.
There they are, Merrick. Just Hernandez told us.
There to show us the best route to the hideout?
That's right.
Well, I'll be glad when this job is finished.
You needn't have come, Merrick.
Someone had to deliver the money to Hernandez?
I'd have taken it to him.
Well, this way, Barton, I'll know he has it.
Now, see here.
Those horsemen are riding to meet us.
Yeah. There's more of them coming from that gully on the left.
10, 12, 15, 20. How many men did he send?
I don't know, but there's more than we'll need. Hey, that voice.
Look, Barton. That man on the white horse.
Well, those aren't Hernandez's men. It's a border patrol.
Hey, there's Sancho.
Stop the wagons. Get your guns. It's a border patrol. Ho, ho, ho.
I can't use a gun.
Get down, Merrick. Open fire. It's a border patrol.
The wagon drivers dropped the reins and reached for guns, but they were hopelessly outnumbered by the members of the Border Patrol. At the first sign of resistance, Captain Sancho's men opened fire from both sides of the line of halted wagons. Merrick, cowering on the floor, cried,
Barton, you can't win against these odds. Call on the men to surrender.
Hold your fire, men. Stop the gunplay.
I give up. Don't shoot.
Easy, steady, fella. Get out of those wagons and line up with your hands in the air.
Move quickly or we shoot.
All right, Captain Tonto.
See, we do that without delay. You men, tie the prisoners.
Now, hold on there, Sancho. You've no right to attack us like this. We're within our rights.
We shall see about that, senor. What happens to you depends on what you carry in the wagons.
You'll find every wagon is loaded with rifles and ammunition.
Those we shall confiscate, and those we can use. Search the wagons, amigos. See what they hold.
Si, Capitan.
We have rifles in this one, Capitan Sancho.
And I have found cases of ammunition. Madre mia, there are rifles for all of us.
You hear that, senor? You hear the good news?
Yes, Captain Sancho.
It is as you promised. We have rifles for my men.
And several prisoners. Merrick, the State Department will take care of you.
You, that man.
Now, Merrick, maybe you'll see why I warned you the masked man might make trouble.
You told me Hernandez would have men here.
He did have men here, Barton. We captured them before you crossed the border.
Hernandez thought the border patrol would be a long way from here.
That, senor, is what he was supposed to be.
Sancho, tell me just one thing.
See, what is it?
It's not coincidence that brought you here. How'd you know we'd cross at this point?
I knew it before you did. The masked man told me.
Oh, you.
Yes, Barton. I stopped Squint Rogers on the trail and looked at the map.
But it was you who stopped him.
Yes.
Amigo, if you have other suggestions for me and my border patrol...
Captain Sancho, I have only one.
I listen eagerly, amigo.
The rest of your men are nearby. They were brought here and the rifles and ammunition passed out. They'd be well armed. You could leave 6 men to guard the prisoners, and with the rest, you'd be strong enough to conquer Hernandez. Especially if you ride to his camp and take him by surprise.
Senor, there is only one trouble. I do not know the way to that hideout. If you would lead me and my men...
I'd be glad to.
You hear that? Distribute the rifles. Pass the ammunition. We are going to attack Hernandez in his hideout. We are going to follow the lead of the Lone Ranger.
Plans were quickly made. Sancho sent riders to bring the rest of his border patrol. Rifles and ammunition were distributed, and 6 guards left with the prisoners. Then, eager to redeem himself, Captain Sancho turned to the Lone Ranger and said,
Senor, we are ready to follow your lead.
All right, let's go. Come on, Silver!
Ande,
Hernandez, expecting Barton, Merrick, and a cargo of rifles, paid no attention when his guards reported that a number of horsemen were approaching the camp. By the time he realized that it was not his friends, but instead the border patrol, Hernandez found his mountain hideout overrun. The fight was sharp but short. Captain Sancho and his men were well armed for the first time. The new repeating rifles were especially deadly at close range. The renegades, all cowards at heart, soon threw down their weapons and raised their hands high. Then daylight began to break.
Senor, when I turn in so many prisoners, my government will have to build a new and bigger jail. And to me, Sancho, the general must say I have done well. I've redeemed my early defeats.
Indeed you have, Captain.
But no, amigo. I take the credit, I take the promotion and the honors. But all the time in my heart, I know it is not for Sancho that all these honors are given. It is for the friend of Sancho from the United States, the friend who wears the mask.
Come on, Tonto. Time for us to head for Texas.
I say it again, amigo. All the honors should be for you.
My friend, I want no honors. I'm grateful for the chance to help a brave and honest soldier like yourself. And to help protect the good relationship between our countries, yours and mine.
But, senor, all that you have done, you are the good friend, the good neighbor.
That's what I want to be, Captain Sancho. I hope all of us north of the Rio Grande will always be good neighbors.
Hernandez, it is good that I, Sancho, and not you, the outlaw, have the friend called the Lone Ranger.
This is a feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated, created by George W. Trendle, produced by Trendle Campbell Enterprises, and directed by Fred Flowerday. Tonight's drama was written by Fran Striker. The part of the Lone Ranger is played by Brace Beemer.
This has been a presentation of OTRWesterns.com, and we hope you enjoyed. Please take some time to like and rate this episode within your favorite podcast application. Follow us on Facebook by going to OTRWesterns.com/Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel by going to OTRWesterns.com/YouTube. Become one of our ranch hands and unlock some exclusive content. We want to thank our most recent ranch hands, Steve and Ron W., who joined us recently. You too can join by going to OTRWesterns.com/donate. Send us an email, podcast@OTRWesterns.com, and you can call and leave us a voicemail, 707-986-8739. This episode is copyrighted under the attribution non-commercial share-alike copyright. For more information, go to OTRWesterns.com/copyright. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.